This is a demo video for a coach to sign up himself and a team and create a report. So we will click join now, click I'm a coach trainer, first name, test, last name coach. We'll enter in a fake email here, enter in a password and register. Keep in mind, if you are doing this through a club, then the process will be different. So we are on the registration page. You can add a profile picture, location, we'll go with Illinois, Chicago, zip code. This next part is important. Do you conduct private lessons? Yes. We'll select the first one from the drop-down, hockey. This is where you can market your expertise as a coach, what you are really good at instructing. This will help with our algorithms to pair you with people that need those expertise. We'll save this. We'll click done. Go to the next step here. This is where you can add in past teams you've coached, kind of like a LinkedIn profile where you add in past jobs. You can add in past teams that you've coached here to kind of, I don't know, beef up your coaching resume. So, the Drosef testers, I was a head coach, and we won a state championship. You can add another experience or finish. This is where it will finish. This is where we will click to add a team. This is creating a new team. The new Drosef testers. We said we were in Chicago, or the coach said he was in Chicago. Odd season here with a spring-summer timeline, but we will create that. And this is where we will create the roster now. Enter in a name, and then enter in an email. You'll click the position and add their number if you know it. We'll add in test player number 2, etc. and so forth. So what's going to happen here is after we create our whole roster, and again, like I said, if you're doing this through your club, and then the club admin or someone will there's a service at Drosef where you can basically send an Excel or a CSV, and Drosef will upload everything for the team, including the coach email, profile, and everything else for the team. If this is a coach doing this on their own, this is how it works, basically aside from the team. So enter in this last email here and last number. See, we've got a couple forwards, a couple defensemen. It's a very light team. You can either invite all or individual. In this case, we invited everyone. You'll get a confirmation that the invites were sent to those emails. And now we will go to reports. Now we are going to click this gear here to pull up our criteria, our eval criteria that we can use for the season. So we'll go with the forwards first. We'll grade on attitude, passing, speed, and shooting. We'll save that. Move down to defense. We'll also grade on or evaluate on attitude. Go with speed, shooting, and let's pick something different. Gap control is pretty important for defense in hockey. We'll save that, close it up. Ready to create our first report now. And the title up at the top, that weekly, doesn't really matter that much. Let's just give this one a title though, so we can maybe reference it later. We'll give it a date. This note here is the general note that goes out to the entire team, so you can say something that, you know, what the team's working on, what you've been working on, what you plan on working on, just how the team is progressing overall. They'll create the report. Now you'll be able to pull down the drop downs for each individual player. A 3 is about average for the team and the competition you face. A 2 is going to be under average. A 4 is going to be definitely above average, doing very well. A 5 and a 1, these are a little bit more unheard of. Sometimes, you know, we see coaches giving them to people for soft skills like attitude. Get a 5 for attitude, but it's very rare that you see something like a 5 or a 1. And then this note right here is the note that goes out to only this player. That player can only see, and no one else. So you can add commentary specific to them. Now, This eval criteria is set for the season. We don't change it around. This is so we can have more graphical data that we can see progress over time, as opposed to if you're working with a private client. If you're a coach working with a private client, you can change up that criteria from month to month, week to week, whatever you want. So as there's a lot of private, coaches working with private clients change up what they're working on. So we'll finish this out. And then after this is done and all of them are saved, these will get blasted out to their emails. An alert will, they'll get hit with an alert that there is a new report on Drosef, and they can go check it out. So that's how you create a report. That's how you do the initial sign up, team sign up, and everything in Drosef.